Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. This is Doc and Bean, and today we are breaking down what your $2,000 pension or Social Security check gets you living abroad in Thailand versus America. Now, if you're an American thinking about moving abroad, this is a big one because $2,000 a month in the US barely covers any of your bills, but the same $2,000 in Thailand can completely change your cost of living and your everyday life. So we're going to break it down and stick around because we are going to see how our lifestyle and budget compares against the $2,000 a month check.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't get Social Security yet.
But we have a pension.
Okay. All right. So let's start with number one. Number one is housing. Let's start with housing in America.
Yes. So housing in America, the average rent is $1,500 to $2,200. That's the national average, right? Many cities, it's $2,000 plus for rent. Let's not talk about New York City, right? Your utilities can be between $150 and $300. So your monthly housing total in America can be between $1,650 and $2,500 a month.
Mm-hmm. That's just for housing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that could be your entire check.
Mm-hmm.
All
right. So what about Thailand?
Now in Thailand, the average expat condo is between $400 to $800. But that comes with amenities, which is like pool, a gym. Some buildings have coffee shops, conveniences, 7-Elevens, and then your utilities here are between $50 and $120. So your monthly total cost in Thailand is between $450 and $900, so you get to keep over half of your income. So that same $2,000, but one gives you stress and the other one gives you options.
But let's go to number two. Number two is food. And food is a big issue in America, and it's not so much a big issue in Thailand.
We all got to eat. So, but food prices are up 20 to 30% since 2020, and it's still rising. You have grocery bills that's $400 to $700 a month. And if you want to eat out, you're paying $18 to $30 a meal. And that's not even after tax and tip.
Mm-hmm. And you got a tip.
Yeah, you have to tip.
Right.
And fast food in America, remember fast food used to be cheap. You go out to get it if you don't want to cook. This is no longer cheap. You're paying $10 to $15 per person for a meal. Mm-hmm. So your monthly food total is going to be between $600 and $1,000 a month. And so on that pension, you are forced to cook and to stay on budget.
Yeah. All right. So Thailand is cool. This is easy.
So food prices are up in Thailand. Stuff is going up everywhere, of course. But as an American with US dollars, you don't feel it as much, because street food can be between $1.50, $2.50 USD. Local restaurants, you can go eat in a restaurant for $2 to $6. Mm-hmm. Western food is a little more expensive. It's going to be between $6 and $15, but that's fast food in America. So compared to, it's pretty reasonable. Groceries, if you choose to cook, we don't really cook, it's still lower than the US. But if you want a lot of imported items, that's going to bring the cost up. So your monthly food total in Bangkok is going to be between $250 and $400 for two people.
Now that's local food.
Yes.
You gotta say that's eating local 80-90% of the time.
So now cooking becomes optional, right? And even with the increases, you can still afford to eat what you want. Overwhelmed by the thought of moving abroad and worried about making costly mistakes, the Move Abroad Action Plan gives you one clear roadmap from planning to arrival. Ready to move to Thailand but not sure where to start? Our Thailand Relocation Guide shows you how to do it with confidence. Not sure where to move at all? Start with our scouting trip guides to figure out what actually fits your lifestyle. Spending too much time and money planning? Tap into our AI travel tools to simplify flights, stays, and logistics. Still need income abroad? The AI YouTube Blueprint helps you build something sustainable long-term. And if you want personal guidance for your situation, we also offer one-on-one consultations to help you avoid mistakes and move with clarity. Your move abroad doesn't start someday, it starts now. Everything you need is at docandbean.com. Links in the description. Enjoy the video and don't forget to subscribe.
All right, number 3 is transportation. Yeah, now this is a big gap. This is a big difference.
Yeah.
In America, you most likely will have a car.
Right. And that car payment can be between $500 to $700, and then the insurance on top of that, $200 to $300, depending on where you live, right? Let's not talk about gas prices because we're talking to everybody and they are complaining. Gas prices, $150 to $300 a month, right? Well, I looked it up, between $4 to $6 a gallon now. And then maintenance, miscellaneous oil changes can be between $50 and $100. You never know what you have to do that month. So your monthly transportation can be between $700 and $1,300 a month in America.
Yeah.
And you need a car to function in America.
Yeah. So Thailand, you might need a scooter.
You might need a scooter.
But might not.
Yeah. Maybe. But you definitely don't need a car, right? They have the BTS, MRT. That's about $1 to $2 a ride. You have the Grabs, right? Which is America's Uber. You can pay between $2 to $10 per trip based on how far you're going in the city, but monthly transportation with a mix of the BTS and Grabs can be between $60 and $150. But this is where you get walkable neighborhoods. You pick a good neighborhood and you can cut that out dramatically. And that's what we did. We love our neighborhood. But monthly transportation total is $60 to $150 for average on expats. So again, that same $2,000, but one keeps you stuck in payments and the other one keeps you moving. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about number 4, which is a big deal. This usually is a big deal for Americans.
Yes.
Americans put more emphasis on healthcare than anybody else.
Yeah. Because we've been programmed that way, and our system...
Or should I say medical care? Let's switch that. That's medical care, not actual health care, because those are different things.
Yeah. But as I said, we're programmed for that. So everything is, you go to the doctor and they tell you what's best for you. So you feel you can't be healthy without medical care. But in America, a doctor visit can be between $100 to $300. Insurance, $300 to $800 a month, depending on your family size. Even with a Medicare, if you're 65 plus, you still have to pay $175 a month if you have the Part Bs, A, Bs, like my parents. Plus, your deductible is around $1,600 a year for hospital visits. So your total out-of-pocket can still reach $3,000 plus. So your monthly healthcare total can be between $400 and $900. That's before any major issues.
So, doctor's visit in Thailand is what?
$20 to $60. Basic insurance here is between $50 and $150 a month. Now, if you have a pre-existing condition, insurance can be between $150 and $400 plus a month, or not covered at all. So you have to check into that if you're moving over here. But pay as you go is an actual real option here. You're not obligated to have insurance. Of course, you are based on your visa, so you have to look into that as well. But you can get an extensive yearly checkup, just for preventions in hospitals like Bangkok. And yes, emergencies happen, but you still need to save and plan for that. But we like the pay-as-you-go option. So your monthly health total can be between $50 and $400. And you have choices. So, you can take advantage of those choices.
All right. Number 5 is lifestyle. Yes. So you're not just paying bills and doing something. No. You want to actually live.
Yes. And in America, that's hard to do on $2,000 after all your bills. If you want to get a massage, it's $80 to $150, and that's not even the high end. For entertainment, if you want to go out to the movies and do any other things, if you have kids, that's easily $100 to $300 a month. And then, so that is limiting your time, right? You have to schedule it around work because your pension check isn't enough. So you're going to need a part-time job. So your monthly lifestyle total in America is about $200 to $500.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And you have fun in Thailand.
In Thailand, you got options and you got money to have options, right? Because you can get massages, $7 to $12. They have a bunch of markets, cafes, experiences that's fairly inexpensive. And your monthly lifestyle hair total can be between 150 and 400. And that's going out, visiting temples, that's fairly, cheap. So in America, you're looking at 3,500 to 6,000 a month to just live. And while in Thailand, that same exact lifestyle can cost you around $1,000 to $2,000. So.
All right. So number 6 is, how does our personal, I won't say budget, how does our personal spending every month, because it's different than our budget.
Yes.
How does that add up?
So our housing is $555 a month, right? Our food is about $400. Mind you, this is eating out all the time, right? Our transportation is around $30 a month. And that's because of our neighborhood. We have 3 supermarkets, a mall, street food, like access to everything. So we don't, so
we walk it.
And we barely have to get on a train for anything, and our healthcare, medical care is at $0 because we do not go. Now, we will eventually get like a full checkup at Birmingham or something like that. But for us, we feel our health care is taking care of itself.
Yeah.
And that's what we do.
So our health care we invest in, but our medical care
Yes.
is $0.
Right. And for our lifestyle, we could put that around 300, right? Because I love cafes. I'm always going out exploring.
Drinking coffee.
Yes. Like is always in a bakery somewhere, and then, getting massages we like. So, and we explore Bangkok. So, so our monthly total for everything is between $1,300 and $1,400 a month.
That's it?
That's it. Now, our budget is $2,500. That's what we always, put aside, and that's what we for the month, but we never get close to it. We never get close to it. So that just shows you what can be done. And we've been here now for 6 months and we've never gotten close to that.
Yeah.
So, your $2,000 didn't change. It's the same number, same income, but the freedom to actually live. That's what you get, not just survive here. And that's the difference between staying in the U.S. and actually living abroad in Thailand. So like how you always say that, time, you get your time back.
Which is more important than the money.
Yes. So, and if you're serious about taking that step, head over to docandbeam.com because we have move abroad guides. We have one specifically for Thailand, and book a consultation with us if you're on the fence or if you need direction on how to go about doing this. We've done it. We have done the research. So head over to docandbeam.com if you need real guidance.
All right.
See you guys.